My name's Jason Gilchrist. I've been with the Sheriff's Office for 22 years, currently the Detective Sergeant in Lake Patrol, where I've been assigned for the last 18 years. On August 4th, we received a request from Phoenix Police Department, who was conducting a missing person investigation, to assist them with a search of the desert, which yielded no results. So they then contacted Lake Patrol again to see if maybe we could search the waterways of the Central Arizona Project Canal. While I was out there, I went to a location where there are two large dam gates that go down to slow the flow of the canal. I walked around to the back side of the dam gates, and there was a catwalk that went across the CAP canal. And as I walked across, I was looking in the swirling water, and my attention was drawn to, I saw something kind of like pink and some bright white, and I noticed it move. And as I looked, I could see there was a black dog that had gotten up into the back of the gate, and it was stuck on a ledge a little ways out of the water. The dog jumped off the gates into the water, which was a swirling eddy, and we watched as it was trying to get out of this location, but it couldn't. The current kept bringing it back into a circle. The minute that I saw the dog jump off into the swirling eddy and how close it came to drowning right in front of us, I knew that something had to be done. With Deputy Philpott being on the prior day and possibly being on today, that he would be the quickest resource that would be able to access the dog and save her before she went back into the water.
Hi, my name is Deputy Philpott. Got a phone call at home. I hadn't logged on yet for the day, asking if I was working the day and if I was able to come out and assist with the dog rescue. Got on scene and saw the dog. It was like amazing the dog was there and hadn't gotten washed down or something. So it was, and then it was just putting together a plan. So I just set up a safety rope system and then climbed down to where the dog was. I initially approached the dog from the back end because I didn't know if the dog would bite or was afraid, scared. I was assuming that the dog was pretty scared. Once I approached the dog from the back and petted her, tried to give her a treat, which obviously she didn't want because she was probably scared to death. She let me pet her with no problem. So then I had taken down a harness that I had to try to get her out of there. And since she was cooperative, I just came around to her side and she allowed me to put the harness on, and we lifted her out, partnered her up on top with the rope, just pulled her out, and that was it. She was out, back on ground again. And that was probably the first time I've rappelled down something to save an animal that had to deal with both rock and water.
So the pet rescue lady that I deal with a lot on the river, she contacted the vet and called me back and said, this vet will take her in, its first pet, will take her in, evaluate her and treat her, and subsequently end up either going to the Arizona Humane Society, as well as also a notification sent to the neighborhoods to see if this dog was lost and could be reunited with its owners. There have been no notifications of lost dogs that match that description in the area. It's likely a stray. After I went home, I told my wife and my kids about the incident and showed them the video. And we kind of started kicking it around a little bit, like, oh, that'd be a good dog to have, that would be a good dog to have. And I told them she had a really nice disposition, especially for nearly dying right in front of us. She really had a good, calm disposition and very friendly. And it just kind of started building just in conversation. And I said, we're gonna adopt this dog. The time for notifying or waiting for someone to contact them and say, our dog is lost, and be reunited with their owners had passed, so they determined that there was not owners looking for her. And at that point, me and my daughter Julie went down there and we picked her up. Lucky, come here, Lucky. Over here. This is Lucky. I know Lucky's probably not the most creative name, but it definitely fits for her. She's been with us since being adopted. She's a little nervous now because the cameras, I guess, but she wasn't shy earlier. But she's doing very well. She's a very nice dog. She's learning tricks already, sitting, shaking hands. Humane Society and the vet said she's a little over a year old. She's a shepherd healer mix, and she's in perfect health.